Hello and welcome everyone. This is Type V3 with a gunplay review of the 1 to 1/44th scale, high-grade Gundam Astaroth, the main mobile suit at the center of the Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans Moon Steel side story. Inside this HG box are 8 items. There's 6 plastic runners, 1 set of polycaps, and a foil sticker sheet. It's minimal, but about what you'd expect for a kit that retails at 1,000 yen. Assembly follows the same pattern as the other Iron-Blooded Orphans kits. Build out the basic inner frame, which in this case is identical to the high-grade Barbatos, then follow up with the addition of armor plates to create the Gundam-specific look. Stickers are largely painless to apply too. It's a pretty easy kit that shouldn't require too much effort. The completed Astaroth looks great. Initial production shots had me worried that the model kit would be too squat, though in person the proportions seem a lot closer to the line art than I had expected. The colors look great and the kit is filled with plenty of surface detail that beg to be lined or filled. Examples of proper parts separation are minimal, as the Astaroth went down the path of sticker use instead. The toes and gray tops of the feet are stickers, as is the inner mechanical detailing of the right leg. The yellow in the hip skirts and tops of the chest armors are stickers, and finally the eyes and red centerpiece of the V-fin are stickers too. I don't mind the small stuff, yet you probably would be better off painting in the large gray sections. Overall, presentation is decent. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this kit would benefit greatly from panel lining and filling in small areas. Like other IBO kits, highlighting details of the exposed inner frame wouldn't hurt either. The plastic color and smart gate placement means you shouldn't have to worry much about nub marks, and the only place that needs seam line coverage are the backs of the forearms. In my opinion, I definitely do suggest trying to add any sort of creative detail, because the straight assembly of the Astaroth doesn't lead to the most exciting visuals. For articulation, the Astaroth's neck is on a double-socket polycap. There's a ball joint in the waist and a hinge in the torso. Shoulder pads and shoulders have separate hinges, while the arms are connected on an upwards polycap. There's a single joint in the elbow, ball socket wrists, and the large left hand has some movement in the fingers along with an adjustable wrist guard. The side skirts have an outward hinge with an adjustable flap. The front skirts are on ball joints. The hips are connected together and can move with each other. Each hip is on a universal joint. There's double-jointed knees, hinged ankles with a rotating ball joint, and a toe bend. The Astaroth is a very posable kit, although the leg design and the huge side skirts can limit things. Accessories start with the kit's 2 smallest weapons, a knife and a rifle. They're both done in one solid color of plastic and look fine. They can be held without issue by the mobile suit. Then there's the Astaroth's main weapon, the Demolition Knife. It looks like a giant block and comes with an adapter so that it can be stored on the back of the MS when not in use. However, the real magic happens when the Gundam needs to use it. A handle pops out and the entire blade unfolds before locking in place. It's awesome. Although, I still have no clue why it's called the Demolition Knife, as it clearly doesn't explode, and it's obviously more of a sword rather than a knife. Whatever, still cool. Generally speaking, I've thoroughly enjoyed all of the Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans high-grade releases to date, and unsurprisingly, the Astaroth continues this pattern. Design-wise, it's up there as one of my favorites with its asymmetrical outfit. There's a good amount of accessories, and you can get some great poses out of it too. The large stickers and heavy need for detailing are the main drawbacks. Still, don't let that aspect dissuade you from skipping over this kit. It doesn't quite have the charm of the Gujian or the uniqueness of the Kimura's Trooper. Even so, if you like the look of the Astaroth, you'll more than likely love this model kit. But that's all from me. Thanks for watching, and for those who are wondering why the Astaroth appears the way it does, well, that question will have to wait for another day when we look into its origin.